Alright, welcome back to another Appreciating Comic Book Art video. Today I'm taking a really quick look at Billy Tucci's SHI Haikyo. Haikyo. I can never pronounce that right. But this is the rough cut. So anybody that backed the campaign, you have an option on both Return of the Warrior and Haikyo, whatever, to back the rough cuts. And what I like about these is, being an artist myself, is getting a chance to look at the rough layouts that Billy did for the entire book. So this is a great tool for study if you're a comic book creator, artist, and you just want to really see how it's done. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but this campaign's been out now for a little bit. It's been fulfilled, so I feel like I'm pretty safe to kind of show this off. And hopefully, if you get a chance to get this in the future, definitely do it. But so you're going to see just like his really loose layouts. It's got full script, which is pretty cool. If you back the campaign, you can actually read the actual book and see like how some of the stuff changed. How he rendered things different. There was more of a difference, I would say, with Return of the Warrior, I think, on the rough cut to the actual book. But this kind of stuff is just great. It's a really cool behind the scenes look at just how you loosely lay out a page. You get the energy going, you get the dynamics of the storytelling of what you want to come out before you go in and render it. And I think, and this is it. This is, if you don't really know how a comic is made, which I'm assuming most everybody is watching these videos know how it's made, knows the process. Well, let me just talk to those who don't, if you're watching this for the first time. A lot of times you have a script, or if you are the creator, writer, you just go right to the page. You have an idea, and you have an idea how the page is going to be in your head, and you're going to lay it out based on, a loose script of the page, or, written paragraph of what's going to be happening scene-wise. And then you jump in, you start to render it, or not render, I'm sorry. You start to loosely sketch it out the best that you can, getting your camera angles down, how you want to tell the story, how you want to make the eye flow through the page, because we have word bubbles that can help, you get through the page, but you also, as an artist, you want to make sure you're getting things that are leading your eye to a certain point and then pushing you back here, and you want to push this way, and so on and so forth down the page. So you do that, you go to loose sketches like this, and you just loosely sketch out what you want to do. Some guys, like my loose sketches, are a little bit more detailed, just because I haven't been doing it as long as some of these guys have. Billy's been doing it for, what, she came out in 92? I think, something like that, 90, shoot, I can't remember, but early 90s. He's been doing it for forever. The dude's a fantastic artist, and a hell of a good writer. So he knows what he's doing, so he can probably whip this stuff out pretty easily without, there is actually quite a bit of detail in it. He does a really good job on getting a lot of stuff out in the faces, that he wants, expression-wise and all that. But yeah, this is just a really good way. You can go out and lay out an entire book from beginning to end before even rendering one page if you wanted to. I don't do that personally. It depends on what creative mode I'm in. Sometimes I'll lay out one page and then render it. Sometimes I'll lay out a few pages and then go back and render it. Just, however I'm feeling it. But if you wanted, you could lay out 1 through 22 or 1 through 48, however big your book is, and then kind of go back and read through it and see how the energy is flowing, how the pacing is, and all that kind of stuff. And then change what you need to be changed. That's the cool thing about this stage, is it's so loose. And a lot of times it's so, like, these pages have probably been darkened up for scan so they could go into this book and be readable, but they're probably pretty light-handed. Like, when I do layouts, it's very light. I use a very dull lead. I don't know if I have an example here. This is kind of, if you can kind of tell, I use this a lot of times to do layouts. You can see it's not very sharp, and actually most of the time it's duller than this is right now. So this is actually a little bit sharper than usual. You just go over and you just do light lines, and you get everything out that you need to do, and you clean it up, and then you go in and render it. So something like this is great for artists like me, for storytellers, something like this is really cool. And then when you contrast this, so I've got the actual book here. So let me see if I can find that page. Is that it? No, it's not. There we go. I'll do one shot here to kind of show you. So there was the original layout, and that's what he ended up doing when he rendered it. You can see he changed her face up a little bit, you know, brought the detail and everything, but the position is all there. You know, you got the camera angle, you got where the characters are going to be standing in proportion to each other, and there's just small tweaks after that. But it just, to me, something like this is inspirational as a storyteller, because this is what I see in my own work. So when I look at stuff like this, I know that I'm on the right path. I'm doing things, you know, the correct way, so to speak. So yeah, I'd highly recommend, if you didn't back the campaign, you're definitely missing out on stuff like this. But if you're going to back the campaign next time, definitely pick these books up, because he does a rough and he does a line variant of the book, which is just the pencils, those are really beautiful too, because that's like finished pencils. That's awesome. But I love the roughs. I love the roughs. It's a great kind of behind the scenes, you know, bonus feature, DVD feature kind of thing in a movie, right? That just shows the very bare bones breakdown, what his mind was thinking, what his imagination was thinking when he was putting this all together, and just loosely kind of throwing it together, and then seeing it come together in the book when you actually read it is really, really cool. So, all right, guys, if you get a chance, check that out. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this channel, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, share it on social media, let everybody know about it. I do a live show on Tuesdays randomly. It's not every Tuesday, but I'll have guests on, and we look at some of my favorite artists that inspired me over the years to want to become a creator, become an artist myself. So that's called Appreciating Comic Book Art Live. So check that out when you get a chance. Keep an eye on this channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you get the newest videos when they drop. So until next time, again, thank you all for joining me. Everybody have a good one. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.